Hi students, this video is for class 9 students. In this session we are going to discuss about introduction to matter around us. In our 8th class we have studied about metals, non-metals, synthetic materials, natural materials, bases and acids. So we have studied about metals and non-metals in metals and non-metals lesson, and we have studied about synthetic materials and natural materials in the lesson called synthetic fibers and plastics. And in our 7th class we have studied about acids and bases. You know about metals, you know about non-metals, you know about synthetic materials, you know about natural materials, you know about bases, you know about acids. These are all examples of matter. All the things which is around us, which exist in this real world in a variety of shapes, sizes and texture. So if you observe any material in this world which is exist and which is in varieties of shapes, sizes and texture are known as matter. The water we drink is a matter. Similarly, the food which we are eating, the clothes which we are wearing and various things that which we are using in our day-to-day life all will be coming under the matter. The air which we are breathing and even our body is also known as matter. From starting of our video, we are discussing about matter. What is meant by matter? Let's see. Matter is nothing but anything in this world that occupies space and has mass is known as matter. So if you take any material in this world which occupies space and after occupying space which has mass is known as matter. So if you take water, pour that water in a glass tumbler, so it will occupy space of that glass tumbler. After occupying space, if you weight that glass tumbler, it will have some mass. So now you are using pen. If you keep that pen in box, it will occupy that space, box space. After occupying that space, if you weight that box, it will have some mass. If you take anything in this real world that occupies space and has mass is known as matter. Example for matter. Let's see examples for matter. An apple is an example of matter. A person is an example of matter. A table is an example of matter. A computer is an example of matter. A paper is an example of matter. Iron is an example of matter and wood is an example of matter. So if you take an apple is an example of matter. Not only an apple, person, a table, a computer, paper, iron, wood. Not only these things, if you take anything is an example of matter. Now we are going to discuss about states of matter. Totally we have 6 states of matter. Number 1 solids, number 2 liquids, number 3 gases, number 4 plasma, number 5 Bose-Einstein, number 6 fermionic condensate. So we have 6 states of matter. Up to 10 you are going to learn about 3 states of matter, that is solid, liquid and gases. If you go to higher studies like MScs or PGs, at that time you will be learning about plasma, Bose-Einstein and fermionic condensate. We say that solid, liquids and gases are 3 different states of matter. Water can be found in all these states. So if you observe here, solids, liquids and gases are 3 different states of matter. but water can be found in all these states. So they said that water can be found in all these states. How? Let's discuss. If you take water and if you keep that water in freezer, after some time it will become into ice cube. Then means it became into solid. After taking that ice cube, if you keep in a room, due to room temperature, it will convert into liquid, means it will melt. Then it is changing from solids to liquids. After keeping that ice cube in a room, due to room temperature, it will become into liquid. After taking that liquid, keep it on the stove and boil that water. After boiling, what happens? It will convert into gases. At 100 degrees Celsius, it will convert into water vapor. So it is converting from liquid to gas. So in this way, water can be found in all these states. Now let us look carefully at different objects which we can find around us. So now let's look around and classify most of them quite easily into one of the three states of matter. So now let's look around and find out some objects and let's tell in which states of matter it is in. Now you are holding a mobile phone. So if you observe that mobile phone, can you name in which states of matter it is in? Yes, it is in solid. So now you are holding a pen. In which states of matter it is in? Yes, it is in solid. Now you are having bottle full of water. Can you tell the state of matter? Bottle is in solid and inside that bottle there is a water and that water is in liquid state. If you look up, fan is rotating. Can you tell in which state of matter it is in? Yes, it is in solid. So if you look around, you can find different objects and it is classified in one of the states of matter. For example, you can say that wood and coal are solids. So you can say wood and coal both are solids and petrol is a liquid. So you can say petrol is a liquid and milk is also a liquid like petrol. But the properties of the petrol and milk are quite different from each other. So petrol and milk both are liquids, but the properties of petrol and milk are quite different from each other. So here we have seen a new word called properties. Let's discuss about properties. Properties is nothing but characteristics of solids, liquids and gases, which tells about the characteristics of solids, liquids and gases are known as properties. There are three properties of matter. Three properties of matter is nothing but volume, mass and shape. All matter is made up of tiny particles that are called atoms. There is another definition for atoms. The tiny particles which cannot be divided further is known as atoms. Volume is the amount of space that matter takes up. Volume is nothing but the amount of space which is taken by the matter, that is known as volume. Mass, the amount of matter an object has. So mass is nothing but the amount of mass of object has. And liquids take the shape of their container. So liquids will be taking the shape of their container. So now we have discussed about volume, mass and shape. If we take two solid objects, one is pen and another one is book. Now put them in different containers. Do you find any change in their shape or volume? You have taken two solid objects. Number one, it is pen, and number two, it is book. Now you have to put that in different containers. After putting that, do you find any change in their shape or volume? So you can find no shape, means it won't convert into another shape, but in volume there might have been some change. Why? Because the container has some space. Book and pen both are matter. If you take any material and if you put that in any container, if it occupies that space and has mass, is known as matter. So if you observe volume, what is meant by volume? The amount of space that matter takes up is known as volume. So book took some space in a container, so there will be change in volume, but there will be no change in the shape of pen and as well as book. Imagine dropping a book on the floor. It does not flow but remains rigid with a definite shape, distinct boundaries, and a fixed volume. This shows that solids have a definite shape and a fixed volume. So, if you observe, they have said that to drop a book on the floor. After dropping a book on the floor, it does not flow because liquids only flow, but solids doesn't flow. It will have that book remains in rigid with a definite shape. So almost all books will be in the shape of a rectangle. So it has some definite shape and distinct boundaries and a fixed volume. In our next video, we are going to discuss about identifying the shape and volume of the liquids. So in our next video, we are going to discuss about shapes and volume which is taken by the liquid. I hope everyone understood. Thank you.